Alright, let's break down this word, Taekwondo. It's Korean, obviously. Sounds kinda cool, right? Well, Tae means foot. In Taekwondo, the foot is not just for walking or running. It's a powerful tool for delivering precise and powerful kicks. The emphasis on foot techniques is what sets Taekwondo apart from many other martial arts. Think about kicking, because that's a big part of this. The kicks in Taekwondo are not just about brute force. They require balance, flexibility, and timing. Practitioners spend years perfecting their kicks to ensure they are both effective and graceful. Kwan means fist or hand. The fist represents power and control. In Taekwondo, the hand techniques are just as important as the foot techniques. They include punches, strikes, and blocks, all designed to neutralize an opponent quickly and efficiently. So, we're talking punching and striking. These techniques are not just about hitting hard, they are about precision and strategy. Each punch and strike is calculated to maximize impact while minimizing the risk to the practitioner. Do is all about the way or the art of something. It's the philosophy behind the practice. In Taekwondo, Do represents the journey of self-improvement and mastery. It's about more than just physical prowess. It's about mental and spiritual growth. Put it all together, and Taekwondo means the way of the foot and fist. This phrase encapsulates the essence of the martial art, combining physical techniques with a deeper philosophical meaning. It's about using your whole body as a weapon for self-defense. Taekwondo teaches you to use every part of your body, from your feet to your fists, to protect yourself and others. It's a comprehensive system that prepares you for various situations. And trust me, these folks know how to throw down. Sparring is a crucial part of Taekwondo training, allowing practitioners to test their skills in a controlled environment. It's intense, it's challenging, and it's incredibly rewarding. Now, Taekwondo isn't just about brawling. It's a holistic practice that emphasizes mental discipline as much as physical ability. Practitioners learn to focus their minds, control their emotions, and develop a strong sense of inner peace. It's got discipline, respect, and self-control baked right in. These values are integral to Taekwondo and are instilled in practitioners from day one. Bowing, for example, is a sign of respect and humility, reminding students of the importance of these virtues. It's about pushing your limits and building character. Taekwondo challenges you to go beyond your comfort zone, both physically and mentally. It's a journey of self-discovery and personal growth, where you learn not just to fight, but to become a better person. Let's rewind a bit, way back to ancient Korea. We're talking centuries ago, long before smartphones and fancy sneakers. Back then, folks had to be tough. Life was no picnic. Protecting yourself and your crew was serious business. Enter early forms of Taekwondo. Back then, it wasn't called Taekwondo. It went by different names like Taekyon or Subak, but the idea was the same, using your body as a weapon. These early martial arts were influenced by everything. They were influenced by nature, by animals, by the way people moved in combat. It was all about survival, plain and simple. Now let's talk about Buddhism. It came to Korea from India and brought along some serious Zen vibes. Buddhism wasn't just a religion, it was a way of life that permeated every aspect of society. This wasn't just about meditation and incense, it was about discipline, focus, and the pursuit of enlightenment. Buddhism influenced the development of martial arts in a big way. The monks adopted martial arts not only as a form of physical exercise, but also as a method to protect themselves and their monasteries. See, Buddhist monks weren't just peaceful dudes chanting in temples, they were also warriors in their own right. They needed to defend themselves, especially when traveling through dangerous territories. Bandits and wild animals were common threats, so they incorporated martial arts into their training. This blend of spirituality and physical prowess created a unique form of martial arts that emphasized both inner and outer strength. Then there were the Hwarang. These young men were more than just warriors, they were the embodiment of the Silla dynasty's ideals. These guys were the elite warriors of the Silla dynasty, kind of like special forces. They were selected from noble families and trained rigorously. They were trained in sword fighting, archery, and various forms of combat. Their training was not just physical, but also moral and spiritual, and hand-to-hand combat that looked a lot like early Taekwondo. The Hwarang were also taught the principles of loyalty, filial piety, and honor, making them not just warriors, but also role models for society. The combination of Buddhist principles and martial arts training created a unique warrior ethos that influenced Korean culture for centuries. the Hwarang and Buddhist monks together shaped the martial and spiritual landscape of ancient Korea. Over the centuries, the Korean peninsula saw its share of conflict. Different kingdoms, dynasties, and empires rose and fell, and with each era, Taekwondo's techniques evolved and adapted. Think about it. If you're facing a dude with a sword, you better be quick on your feet and know how to strike fast and hard. Different styles and schools of Taekwondo emerged, each with its own unique flavor. Some focused on powerful kicks, while others emphasized hand strikes and grappling. It was a melting pot of techniques, constantly being refined and tested in the fires of competition and conflict. Section 5. Taekwondo's revival, from Japanese occupation to freedom. Fast forward to the 20th century, it was a tough time for Korea. The country was occupied by Japan, and Korean culture was suppressed. Taekwondo, seen as a symbol of national pride, was banned. But you can't keep a good martial art down for long. Many Koreans practiced in secret, keeping the spirit of Taekwondo alive. After World War II, Korea was liberated. And guess what? Taekwondo exploded in popularity. It was a way for Koreans to reconnect with their heritage and express their newfound freedom. Section 6. The rise of Kwans and the birth of a unified art. After the Japanese occupation, different schools of Taekwondo known as Kwans popped up all over South Korea. Each Kwan had its own style, its own grandmaster, and its own approach to the art. It was like having different dialects of the same language. Cool, but also a little confusing. So, in the 1950s, there was a big push to unify all these styles and create a single national martial art. That's how Taekwondo, as we know it today, was born. Section 7. Taekwondo in the military protecting a nation. Now here's where things get really interesting. After the Korean War, South Korea wanted to make sure its soldiers were the toughest cookies on the block. So what did they do? They made Taekwondo a mandatory part of military training. Think about it, you've got a bunch of young recruits doing push-ups, running drills, and then bam! They're learning how to kick and punch with the precision of a Swiss watch. Taekwondo helped shape the South Korean military into a formidable force. Section 8. From Korea to the World, Taekwondo's global journey. In the 1960s and 70s, Taekwondo started to spread beyond Korea's borders. It was like a Bruce Lee movie, except it was real life. Korean masters traveled the world, sharing their skills and passion for this dynamic martial art. Dojos started popping up everywhere, in the US, Europe, Africa, you name it. And it wasn't just about learning how to fight. People were drawn to the discipline, the respect, and the physical and mental challenge of Taekwondo. Section 9. Fun facts, kicking up some trivia. Ready for some Taekwondo trivia? Here's the deal. Did you know that Taekwondo is one of only 2 martial arts, the other being Judo, that's an official Olympic sport? That's right, Olympic glory. And check this out, the highest-ranking black belts in Taekwondo can take decades of training to achieve. We're talking dedication, folks. These masters are like the Yoda of the Taekwondo universe. Another fun fact, Bruce Lee, the martial arts legend, actually incorporated Taekwondo kicks into his own fighting style, Jeet Kune Do. Talk about a compliment. Section 10. The spirit of Taekwondo, more than just fighting. Now, Taekwondo isn't just about roundhouse kicks and breaking boards. It's got a deeper side, a philosophy that's all about building character. Remember those Kwans we talked about? Well, they all emphasize 5 core tenets: courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and indomitable spirit. These aren't just fancy words. They're guidelines for living a more disciplined and ethical life. Taekwondo teaches you to stand up for yourself and what you believe in, to never give up, and to always treat others with respect. Section 11. Taekwondo Today and Tomorrow, a legacy of strength. This martial art, which originated in Korea, has grown exponentially over the decades. It has transcended borders and cultures, becoming a universal language of strength, discipline, and respect. So, where does Taekwondo stand today? It's bigger than ever. From small dojos in rural areas to grand arenas in bustling cities, Taekwondo has found a place in the hearts of millions. Millions of people around the world practice Taekwondo, from kids just starting out to seasoned black belts. It's a global phenomenon, a testament to the power and enduring appeal of this Korean martial art. From the youngest enthusiasts who are just learning their first forms, to the seasoned black belts who have dedicated years to mastering their craft, Taekwondo unites people of all ages and backgrounds. Taekwondo is constantly evolving, with new techniques and approaches emerging all the time. This evolution is driven by the practitioner's desire to push the boundaries of what is possible, to innovate while staying true to the core principles. With new techniques and approaches being practiced in modern settings, Taekwondo continues to adapt to the changing times. This adaptability ensures that it remains relevant and exciting for new generations of practitioners. But the core principles, discipline, respect, self-defense, remain as relevant as ever. These values are the foundation upon which Taekwondo is built, guiding practitioners in their journey both on and off the mat. So, the next time you see some Taekwondo action, whether it's in the Olympics or at your local dojo, remember its rich history. Each kick, punch, and block is a reflection of centuries of tradition and dedication. Whether it's in the grand stage of the Olympics or in the more intimate setting of local tournaments, Taekwondo showcases the spirit of competition and camaraderie. It's a sport that brings people together, fostering a sense of community and mutual respect. Its connection to Korean culture is profound. Taekwondo is not just a physical activity, it's a cultural heritage that carries the essence of Korean history and philosophy. The movements, the rituals, and the discipline all reflect the rich cultural tapestry of Korea, and the values it embodies, integrity, perseverance, and indomitable spirit, are universal. These values transcend the dojang and influence the daily lives of practitioners, shaping them into better individuals. It's more than just a martial art, it's a way of life. For many, Taekwondo is a lifelong journey that extends beyond the physical practice. It influences their mindset, their interactions with others, and their approach to challenges. It's a way of life that teaches resilience, humility, and respect. Whether you're a beginner or a master, Taekwondo offers lessons that go beyond the mat, enriching your life in countless ways.